Were you bummed about not playing on Friday?
I was actually. I was. Mainly because we played them last year, so I was looking forward to getting one more quarter or a series in against those guys. But it's the bigger picture is want to be ready for the first game and ready for the 17 games. Looking forward. But pretty much it was a good effort from the team. Defense played well. We got some big plays. Offense made plays. Special teams did really good. Obviously, there are things to work on. But for a first game, it was a lot of learning lessons. So it was good to see.
Robert said that you and Carl were pissed off when he told you.
Yeah, he like whispered in our ear right before we went out to run out the tunnel. I was like, well, you could have told us a little bit earlier, but it was all good, man. It was fun just to be back out there. Being on the opponent's field. Being behind enemy lines, all that stuff, being in the huddle with your teammates, ready to work. So it was good just to be back in that vibe.
Robert said he guided you guys at the end of practice with the message like protect the team, like to get the point across, like it's feisty, but don't let it get too out of hand. Like what'd you take away from that message at the end there?
Yeah, well, just pretty much you don't want to hurt your own teammates. That was just the main message. We in practice, we in camp. We've been going at it for 3 weeks now. We had our first taste of playing somebody else, so guys just really want to show what they have. So it was a lot of piles. That's how injuries happen. So that was just the main thing. Just protect each other.
With the joint practices come up, as a veteran, what can you take from this practicing against a different team?
The main thing is you really get a look at a different. Well, you get a look at a different team. We've been seeing our offense, work for 3 weeks. We've been seeing them work all this offseason. So now you get a feel for a new quarterback, new mechanics, new offensive line, just new everything. So that's really the main thing. So even though it's joint practices, they're pretty much like two scrimmages that we're having. So it's just something to look forward to. You get that like that competitive spirit going in when you see another color come on your field. So it'll be fun. So. Like you said, we're gonna try to make sure we do everything the right way, be safe, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, we both gonna compete.
Does Flacco play the game any differently than the early 30s guy you remember playing with in Baltimore? Like now that he's 37.
Honestly, he looks the exact same. He still has that good arm, nice release, tall in the pocket, still running around. So you don't see that too many times from a 35 plus guy. But he looks confident. He knows the offense, and if his number's called, we all know he'll be ready.
What kind of luxury is it to have that guy versus like some teams you don't know what you're getting?
Yeah, it's a good luxury. It's a good safe hazard. He's a guy that's been proven in this league. Obviously, Super Bowl MVP. He's been with the Ravens where they won multiple games, won the season, playoffs. So he has all the experience to help our offense out of the ball. And the team as well.
Do you have a feel yet on what this defense will be in terms of its personality and its identity?
Well, one for sure is energetic. We have a lot of energetic guys on our team, especially with Quan coming in. I mean, he ramped it up even more. He's one of the guys that's feed off the energy, feed off guys making plays, and everybody took that well. And you just since he's been here, you've seen it a lot. When anybody make a play, half the defense on the field celebrating. So that's just good to see as a defense. And when our opponents see that on offense, that means something too. When guys flying around all around the ball, making plays, everybody celebrating, that definitely means something. So, us making plays, being energetic, and being able to get off the field. So that's going to be our main focus.
What have you seen from Sauce as a player and just his demeanor too? He looks like he's got a different type of demeanor.
Yeah, Ahmad has some sauce to him, that's for sure. On the field, he's working, all the time. He's talking, he's working, he's on the sideline asking questions. Even today he was talking with Rank. We had a little collision on the sideline where Rank was running from the defensive line and ran into him. So he was just giving us little stories about him in college, and so it was just really cool just to listen to him talk. And off the field, he's very confident as well, man. He's a very smart player, and you respect that a lot out of him. He doesn't try to act like he knows everything. He listens, and he tries to do the right things.
You call him Ahmad, or do you call him?
He's Ahmad until the season starts and he make a play. So Ahmad it is.
Does everyone follow suit?
Pretty much, yeah.
I know you didn't play, but on the Dallas Goddard touchdown early in the game, Is that a teachable moment because he was somewhat wide open, but it's a good time for it to happen because you can fix it? What did you see there, and what needs to be fixed?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it was. We had a bust on our defense, and obviously we don't want that happening. But that's what the preseason is for, to have those type of looks, to be in those type of situations. So when we get in the regular season, we'll try not to make that happen. So once we watched the film, we corrected it. We walked through it, we ran through it in practice, and next time we're there, hopefully we'll be in the right spot for it.
How will a healthy Mosley change the dynamic of this defense?
Just his tenacity. He doesn't have a stop button in practice. After practice, you can see him, working on something in the weight room. He's getting after it. So he's just a guy that doesn't have a stop button. And he's on the edge, on the line of scrimmage. That's something that you look at. That's something that pops out on tape because he has a high motor. He's not going to stop whether he's blocked or whether the ball is 50 yards the other way. And then he's a quiet leader, but when he talks, everybody listens, and you respect that a lot from a player. Even though he came off that tough injury from last year, and it really looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
As a teammate, how cool is it going to be for you guys to watch him on the field take snaps? It's been a calendar year since you guys played the Giants, and you said, like you said, it's going down in the internal session. It's the Packers, it's been a long road back.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Everybody's going to be happy for him. Me and him, like I said, me and him talked a little bit last week, about just the transition from, being out a year to getting back into it. So, this next preseason game will be that next step of, putting the pads on and really, really getting out of the field and getting a taste of football again. So, I feel like he's been, taking his time, doing it the right way. He rehabbed to get himself back to where he needed to be right now. So, all you got to do is just stay on the field and stay healthy.
So have you been told you're playing this time?
I haven't been told, but I assume I'm playing.
What goes into preparing for a game like that? You think Salah thought was so important for you just to get through? What's so important about that?
Just repeat that one more time.
Why do you think he made you go through something like that? Why is it so important to practice for him?
Yeah, just the mental part of it, getting ready for a game, focus, going through the progressions, going through your game day routines. It's all those little things plays a part when you're getting ready for a game. So I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why he didn't mention it to the guys that weren't playing. He didn't want guys not focused or not really being in the moment, I would say. So I mean, not a big deal. Obviously, as a competitor, you always want to be out on the field. But like I said, we're looking at the big picture, and obviously we're gonna get our reps. I'm assuming this week.